So today I'll talk about what it's like my first week after rotator cuff surgery. I'm Robert, and I recently had rotator cuff surgery. These videos will tell you what it's like to have rotator cuff surgery and how to recuperate after surgery. I'm sharing my experiences as a single 67-year-old man who lives alone. Well, as I said, I'm 1 week out of surgery, and I have to say that things are going pretty well. As far as pain is concerned, I haven't had any pain at all today, and I think I'm going to try not taking any Tylenol or any ibuprofen for the whole day and see if that makes any difference. I continue to sleep in my bed without difficulty. I'm not really a back sleeper, and I'm still sleeping on my back because I'm wearing a sling. But one little trick that I have found that makes it kind of feel like I'm sleeping on my side is that when I'm sleeping, I will take one of my feet and I will put the bottom of my foot, I'll draw it up and put it against the inside of the opposite knee. And that serves to kind of give my body a slight tilt either to the left or to the right, depending on which leg I bring up. And so it almost makes me feel like I'm sleeping on my side. So that kind of helps a little bit. And if you're a side sleeper as I am, you may want to give that a try too. I think my diet is pretty much back to normal. I have a light breakfast, maybe an egg white and cheese omelet. For lunch, I'll have some soup or a protein smoothie. And then for dinner, some chicken or fish and some steamed vegetables. I'm regular now. I no longer seem to need a stool softener. I think the constipative effects, I don't even know if that's a word, but the constipative effects of the anesthesia has totally worn off now. I'm eating regularly. I'm having regular bowel movements. So everything in the digestive area is pretty much back to normal. Now, I went to the gym for the first time since before surgery. I'm not lifting any weights, and to be honest, it kind of kills me to be in a gym and watching everybody else lifting weights. But what I did was I just got on one of the stationary bikes, and I rode the stationary bike for about 30 minutes. And just getting in there and being around other people who are working out, I think that really elevated my mood a bit. And when I was on the bike, what I would do is I would slip my arm out of the sling because I didn't want to get the inside of the sling all sweaty. And so I would just slip my arm out and let it hang at my side. And that worked pretty well. So I did 30 minutes on the bike. And then after that, I did some very mild hamstring stretches, just some stretches for my legs. And that was it. So that went pretty well. Great to be back in the gym. And I think I'm going to go to the gym probably 3 days a week and just ride the stationary bike. And then the rest of the days of the week, I will just go out and go for my traditional 1 or 2 mile walk. Now I'm continuing to do physical therapy at home. I'm doing the exercises that the physical therapist gave me on my very first visit. They're going pretty well. The one thing that I don't enjoy doing, I have to do what's called an arm raise. And so you'll take and like lift your arm like this, and you'll try to get it as far back as you possibly can. And it doesn't feel too bad until I get right in this area right here. And then this part of my shoulder really hurts. It really burns. And then once I get past that point, I'm okay again. So I'm doing that. It's kind of painful, but I know that I have to do that in order to get better. Now, there's also a stretch that the physical therapist gave me. I think they call it a wand stretch. And that's where I think I may have demonstrated it in one of my earlier videos, but basically you lie on your back and you take the arm for the shoulder that's been operated on, and you take and will hold a stick, push a stick into that hand, and you will gently push that shoulder back and then hold for 10 seconds and then let it back up again. And then push it back again with the stick and then push it back forward. And I will do that 10 times, 10 repetitions, and I will hold it at the very bottom for about 10 seconds. And that doesn't feel too bad. I don't mind doing that one so much. And I'm still doing the shoulder shrugs and the pendulum swings and the dumbbell curls. So all my physical therapy is going pretty well. Again, I would advise you, if you're doing physical therapy at home 1 week out, be sure to always ice your shoulder for about 10 minutes after you do your physical therapy. That will help keep down any pain or anything like that from the exercise. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to keep this short today. It being 1 week out, I don't have a lot of new things to tell you. Uh, I am still taking my arm out of the sling for maybe 15 or 20 minutes in the morning, and then again in the afternoon, and then again in the evening. And that really seems to help a lot. I really feel like I need a bit of a release from having my shoulder in the sling. I don't get any pain in my shoulder or in my traps or my shoulder because I am taking it out and kind of letting that arm hang a little bit. And when I am in the sling, I'm being very cautious about what I do. The physical therapist told me that if I want to take and use the arm that's in the sling to maybe hold something, to take and kind of, I'll scoot back a little bit, but try to keep everything right in this area here, right in front of my body. And if I do that, even though my arm is still in a sling, if I want to take and hold something here that isn't too heavy, I can do that. So you just kind of want to be careful. It's that first week, but if you take proper precautions and you don't overdo it, you should be okay. So all in all, things are going well. I'm happy to get through the first week. I kind of figured that the first week would be the hardest, and I guess in some respects it was, but I'm glad to have that behind me. So anyway, I hope if you're liking these videos, you'll hit the like button and you will subscribe so that you'll know when I post a new video. And I hope to see you again in the next video. So take care. Bye-bye.